So moving to London, that must have been a massive step for you, because it's quite an intimidating city. Did you move straight from Russia to the UK, to London, or have you been in the UK before?
I have travelled to London as a tourist a few times before that.
So you knew sort of what it was about before you came to live here then?
Yes, definitely. So I have already fallen in love with the city.
Yeah.
You know,
it's easy to fall in love with it.
As a tourist as well, obviously I've seen all the, cool places, museums, art galleries, and stuff. But so that's why it was the first place to go, when I decided. But the thing is that me moving from Russia to England happens, it's literally like fate just brought me here because of the circumstances that happened before that in Russia. Because of the neo-Nazis that attacked my, my band members. I was performing on Bob Marley's festival in 2006, and my bass guitarist was beaten up together with a drummer by almost 30 racist neo-Nazis.
Why did they pick him? Like, what was different about him that they decided to single him out?
It was because he was playing for Just for Me, and for our band, and with this band, we were standing up against racism and neo-Nazi movement in Russia, through my songs and through my lyrics. I was, talking about it. I used to go to, anti-fascist protests, and, we were speaking publicly about it. And then eventually, this was the kind of thing, especially at that time, 2005, 2006, like if you, obviously me being mixed race, and I've already have encountered problems like that, but I felt like I could stand up against it rather than being silent and just accepting
fight yourself, fight your corner.
Exactly. So
it must have been quite hard to go through. I mean, because obviously now you live here. I mean, we had a bit of a chat before this interview, but you said you feel so much more comfortable here already, and obviously you were brought up in Russia, you lived in Russia, but everyone's so much more open-minded here to culture and everything like that. So aside from it being quite an intimidating city, it's also, you said you've grown as your home.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of weird, but when as soon as I moved to London, it felt at home a lot more in that sense. I actually, got rid of this habit of turning around every second when I would walk down the street that I had when I was in Russia, because that it was quite scary because you could have been attacked by neo-Nazis at any point. And here I felt that, I'm actually integrated, and, the different cultures are embraced here, and I was very happy, to learn about all the new people, that I met here, so.
Well, it's amazing. It's very, very impressive, because a lot of musicians and performers move here in the hope to kickstart their career. Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of them fail. I mean, luckily you haven't, but I mean, it's a big risk. I mean, how did your friends and family feel about you moving here?
When I moved, actually at that time it happened secretly. because of the events that happened. Obviously, only my mom and my bass guitarist and the drummer knew that I was moving. Yeah. Because of what happened, we cancelled we had to cancel all the shows with my band, and I just had to quickly graduate from my academy, just wrap up all the projects, and I just I just had to leave that life behind. So to me, there's a life that I lived in Russia, basically just separated by one day and one night. That's why I actually wrote my song The Other Side. Like one day, one night can just change everything. Yeah. And the next day I was already, in another country. So
it's sort of an overnight impulse kind of thing.
Overnight change, and when I came here, obviously I had to make all the new friends. Obviously I'm not going to say that it was like that easy to just quickly learn about things, because a lot of things are different here towards comparing to what it is in Russia. There's a lot of positive things, but at the same time just learning just everyday simple things
and adjusting as well, because everyone's very much here like in their own world, and you've got to like, as busy as it is here, it can sometimes be quite a lonely place, so to adjusting from obviously Russia, a completely different country. I mean, I moved from Manchester and that was big enough for me, but to move from another country, I mean, it's amazing. It's really, especially from what you've developed here, from, like I said, going from a sales assistant to this.
But to me, it was also kind of, I think it was an experience where I had to learn to start from scratch, as we said it in the beginning as well, that because obviously in Russia at that time, even though I had those problems, but I had musically loads of things going on, like recording and performing and doing shows, you know, but when I came here, I just came here to a place where I didn't really have any fans yet, you know, I didn't have no shows lined up. I had to make all the new connections with other musicians to play with, you know, to record.
Networking, that's what you have to do here.
So it was all from scratch, like my career had to go all the way back to, you know, to zero.
Amazing.
So, but at the same time, I think it's important for you as an artist to, because then once it's like, you know, a snake that shades its skin, and all that's left is just you and your identity, who you really are.
Without I like that. I've never heard that before.